Well, good afternoon everyone, down at the runoff. Just got back from a family weekend at Papaara, just in the Coromandel. So it's Monday afternoon. Yeah, it's great to get away. It's my first sleep-in for the season. First sleep-ins. If you call 6 o'clock a sleep-in when you got kids, 4 kids, they wake you up pretty quick. Yeah, come on girls, come on, come on, come on. So I'm just going to shift the calves over to a little paddock here. I put them in this paddock. I didn't really want to. This is actually probably going to be hay, but I put them in here for the weekend because I could leave them in here by themselves. I didn't have to move them. So I'm now going to shift them just to a little paddock over here. But yeah, I think they're looking good. We've got 3 sick ones at home. We've got one with spring eczema, and then there's 2 that have got this other bug, I can't remember, it starts with C. Come on girls, come on, 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 come on. Come on girls, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, 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 girls, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, girls, come on, come on, come on. Come on, in you go. Up, up, up. Come on, in you go. Come on, girls, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. There you go, that's it. Come on, girls, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, girls, there you go. Up. Come on, Highlander, come on. Come on, girl, come on, come on. Come on, girl. Yeah, so there's the calves. I think they're looking pretty good. They'll be due for another worm drench, probably another week. So we'll do that in a week's time. Yeah, plenty of grass at the moment. Jeez. We've got grass coming out of our ears down here. And because we've just got calves and the 15 and 16 beefies, we just can't keep on top of it down here. I probably could keep the heifers back. I'm not sure whether we would have enough grass to do that. Probably would, but it's nice having a bit of supplement on hand, some hay. Much rather be understocked than overstocked, so that's why it gets a bit out of control, but we'll deal with it. Me and the kids are just walking up to get the 4-wheeler because we leave it up there while the relief milker milks, make it easy. So this was silage paddock. This is the first lot of silage and that one, and you can see it's growing back really nicely, nice and even, lush green grass. So yeah, there's some good quality grass there, probably some of the better quality grass, but it's yeah, been a good season so far to be in the middle of November. We've got grass like this in the last few years. around this time we've been struggling, or we've had dry patches before, but yeah, we've definitely got the moisture in the ground this year, so yeah, it's really good.
Dad,
Yes.
why did Sam not even bring the motorbike down the four-wheeler to our house?
I don't know. He really could have done that, eh?
Yeah.
He really could have brought it to the house so we didn't have to walk to the cow shed. It's slack of him, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe next year when we go to the fair, we might have to tell him to bring it down.
Yeah, that's a good idea, eh? Go! Go, Anders, go! Go, Anders! So we just stopped at this water hole here, and this stream starts a couple of paddocks up and runs all the way down through our farm, down by the pump shed and out of the farm. So this is the only, like there's another stream that joins into it further down, but this is the main stream that goes out of our farm. This time in September, this stream was last year, sorry, in September last year, this stream was dry. We're in November and that's full, and that's just a little pool that fills up. So further up there's springs that are still flowing, and we've got water going all the way down. So this is a good sign that we've got moisture still in the ground now in November. So yeah, really good, really happy with that. So hopefully we're in for a good summer because we've got that reserve in the ground. So this paddock here and the next one, they were done a week yesterday, so 8 days ago. These paddocks have come back really quickly, a lot quicker than the first cut, just because they were taken off a lot shorter. So it's just like a milking cow grazing it. So, you know, another week, 10 days, these will be ready for grazing. Just had a guess. So we've got 11 beefies here that we're just getting up to 100 kgs. We just reared a few of the late ones. That's the youngest one there. And then we got that calf there, she's got spring eczema, and then there's two others back there. Are those coccidiosis? Two that had it. This one, let's see if I can get close. The one of those two close crossbreed ones, she had it worse. She actually had like blood in her poo. But she's still alive. They've had everything they need to, so it's just a waiting game for it to work. Yeah, so these guys are looking good though. We'll sell them nicely though. They're growing, but yeah, we just got to get a bit more weight on them. I'm just going over to the Turnips. You want to have a look? Yeah. We'll go in and have a look.
Silly hat.
Silly hat. Thank you. Yeah. The turnips are looking good. Yeah, I think they're looking good. I'm really happy with how they've turned out. Sorry about the wind. It's just how it is. They've grown a lot in the last 3 days. The leaves have grown immensely.
They're trying to grow.
Yeah, they're big, eh?
Yeah. I can touch them.
So in the not too distant future, I have to do a spray for the flatweeds, and we get a bit of paspalum come through. Last year I did a spray and it worked perfectly, so I'll do it again this year. But we'll just give it a bit longer and let those weeds get a bit bigger before we spray it, because then you give... Where's the bug? Show me.
A lot. Yeah. They're gonna eat the turnips.
I don't know what those are. What one to look out for is slugs, but I haven't seen any slugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I was saying about the weeds, we're going to let it get a bit, let the weeds, give it a bit longer, let the weeds come through before we spray, because if you spray too early, you're still going to get some weeds come through. So the longer we leave it, the bigger the turnips get, the less the weeds will come through, because the turnips will smother them out. So that's the plan. But no, I'm happy with how it looks.
I can see all the green bits over there. Good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That
It does look pretty good, eh? All 3 paddocks are similar.
there.
The only bit that hasn't grown is this through here, but that's where we were driving, so when we were doing the silage.
Whoa. Daddy's together.
Yeah. Alright, let's go back to the motorbike.
Wait.
Alright, it's now in the afternoon. Suzanne's just gone to pick up dinner. Just thought I'd talk about one thing I struggle with farming. It's not a huge struggle, it's just something I've got to learn to manage, but the runoff, we keep our calves back because we send our R2s off for grazing. But the problem with just having calves at the runoff is they don't eat all the grass, and the main part of the runoff down there, we're not allowed to bring supplement home, so it's got to stay down there. So in some ways it would be better to be a bit higher stock there and not be making so much supplement, because we can't utilize it here on the home farm. But you know, that's how it is, and that's fine like that, because a lot of runoffs you got to keep your supplement on there because people don't like it taking the fertility away. But that's part of the reason why we got the beefies. Probably the question would be what sort of stocking rate people have on their runoffs. We're allowed to put fertilizer on there. Putting fertilizer on there helps grow the grass, but at the end of the day it's probably only growing supplement, which we can't utilize up here. So we've got hay left over, so clearly we don't need to make as much supplement as what we had. So either we don't do beefies and we just keep the R2s there. So if we kept the R2s there, there'd probably be we'd probably have about 35 to 40 R2s, plus we've got 40 something, I think we've got 40 calves down there. I need to actually work out how much land. I think we've got about 40 acres down there, all up. So yeah, interested to know what other people's stocking rates are on their runoffs. Obviously we want to do the calves and the beefies really well. We don't want to underfeed them, so I'd much rather be sitting understocked than overstocked, because I'd much rather make a little bit of supplement and not be not doing our replacements any good, you know, not growing them very well. So yeah, it's just a food for thought. What do people think? Yeah, but on a side note, me and Ezra and Sadie have just been working on Suzanne's cabin. I'm sitting out of the window. I'm not going to go there because it's windy, but there's a ranch cider going in just there. We've got a window up here in the back through there. There's another window going in, and in that back corner, which I haven't really framed up much, is a corner window going in there. We've just put the timber on the roof, so we've got more timber to go on top of that. We've got a whole lot more framing. That's just really the bare bones of it, but we're going to be putting corrugated iron on the sides and the back, black corrugated iron on the roof, and putting V-groove ply on the front and stain it. I'm not sure what colour she's going to do it, probably similar to what our woodshed is, but yeah, that's what we're working on at the moment. And we've got another little project that we can show you later on that we're working on and developing. So yeah, I'm just doing
decorating.
And what?
And decorating.
Decorating what?
Decorating it.
Oh yeah, we got to paint that inside. It'll probably just be ply inside. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you somewhere else on the farm. See ya.